Justice Not Just Legal Part 21 in audio. Sarah speaks in seriousness. Pepper Lace and I visited with him and his mother yesterday morning, and he was taken to the secluded sanctuary that afternoon. Joel with that teasing attitude again, but perhaps he is a little disturbed. I suppose he poured his heart out to you too. Yes, he did, Joel. His mother had a bit of a problem, as you may know. She was unaware of all the details, but at the end of our visit, though she understood, it is a difficult position Terrell was in the end she does not blame him for witnessing as he did against Kyle. Terrell was very happy to know that Kyle is alive and happy. Kyle is alive, the boys had shouted almost in unison. Then Joel speaks with concern. How do you know all of this? My mother has been with him. She says he is really a neat kid. With stunning awe Joel speaks. Your mother? Joel is in the state of shock, then his face softens and he speaks softly. Kyle really is a neat kid, Sarah. We all liked him a lot. Terrell probably told you all about it. Yes, he did. Mother says Kyle has some interesting things to tell about his life. If you choose, both of you boys can be taken to safety like Terrell until after the hearing and Max is behind bars. You would be with Terrell. Mother and her gang set out some shy of 2 weeks ago to find Kyle and clear him in the eyes of the law and put Max behind bars. Of course she does not know about Max yet. We have not told Mother about the things that we learned from Terrell. We have a little more research to do. We must find Darcy and get him to safety. We need to find who is responsible for Ken and Earl's death also. I hope this all works out. It would give us back our life again. It will all work out, Joel. We will find Darcy and get him to safety as well. We will let you know. I will keep you posted. I will call you personally. What do you think we should do with the money? Just leave it hid or take it with us? Does either of your parents know you have it? No, we spent enough of it to buy a fireproof lockbox. We put both Lamar's and mine in the one lockbox. It is at my home. No one will find it. They could find it if the house would burn down. It is safe. It would be best to leave it where it is. Terrell left his hid where he had it. Now I will confess. You don't need to confess to me. I have already figured it out. I don't know about Lamar. Those were your friends that interviewed us a few days ago. You called them to tell them you would be hanging out with us. They were neat kids, but we were afraid they had connections with Max. They came to our house. When did you know all of this? When we were coming to the kitchen and you said you had a confession to make to us boys. It all added up. At first it upset me, but then I relaxed. I realized that with your sweet honest spirit you would do nothing to hurt us. At the pool table you said you might deceive us, but you would never hurt us with it. I knew that was true. Now I know that you truly care. We owe a lot to your mother, you, Pepper Lace, and all your friends. You are a very cunning and wise little girl. You are very cute as well, and I am jealous of your boyfriend Kit. I will always love you, Joel. No matter whom I marry, you will be a lifelong friend. Those words brought tears to Joel's eyes. Later that evening Lamar's mother comes home. She comes downstairs to the rec room. I see you girls found the boys. Yes, they were at the ballpark as you said they would be. Sarah, you sneaky little brat, you are a rascal. You had already met Lamar's mother. Then Joel smiles at Sarah. He is so happy. You were very honest. You said you might deceive us, but you would never hurt us. Wanda is confused. What is this all about? I must confess, Mrs. Hamilton, we met the boys for the first time at the ballpark this morning. I deceived you, but I did not lie to you. You just supposed the boys knew us. I just told you that Lamar is a very nice boy and so is his friend Joel. Lamar would not intentionally keep the knowledge of us from you, Mrs. Hamilton. You said, well, I realize that you must know them quite well because, both of them, are very well behaved boys. You girls seem to be a bit young, but you do seem like sweet girls. You should have no problem finding them at the ballpark. Both Lamar and Joel are amazed at Sarah's clever performance. They break into a hearty laugh. Wanda has a big smile on her face, and so does Pepper Lace. When it is all sober again, Joel speaks. Wanda, Sarah, and Pepper Lace are truly our very best friends, even though we did not know that until today. They told you the truth. Lamar and I have been involved in a terrible scandal. Sarah and Pepper Lace have come to our rescue. Between Joel and Sarah, they explain it all to Wanda. I will arrange for both of you boys to be picked up today. You will love the secluded sanctuary. It is really like a resort. You are welcome also, Mrs. Hamilton. I would like you to address me as just Wanda, Sarah, and I will consider your invitation, and I am grateful to you. They all say their farewells in the foyer. When the little girls are taken under the arms to be lifted, they jump, propelling themselves. The boys and Wanda are amazed. Everyone hugs everyone. That was Sarah's request and all were in favor. Sarah and Joel prolonged their hugging, and Sarah whispers in Joel's ear, I love you very much, Joel. I have plenty of love to go around. You are a bit special though. The boys and Wanda watch as the two little girls walk out to the vehicle. It is not a taxi. Sarah had called Ben to make all of the plans. The girls were to be picked up and the boys and possibly Wanda would be taken to the secluded sanctuary in a few hours. Pepper Lace has been as astonished as the two boys at Sarah's performances in the last 2 days. It feels good to be Sarah's older sister. After all, they were sort of second cousins. Wanda looks at Lamar and Joel with a satisfied smile. Those little girls are unlike any other little girls I have ever known. I would sure like to have a little girl like Sarah. Yes, they are, mother. Of course I have never had a girl to hug me like that, but it was more than the hugging. You could feel the love. How was it for you, Joel? It is as Wanda says. I would sure like to have a little girl like Sarah. I have been hugged by 2 other girls. It felt good, but it was nothing like that. Sarah and Pepper Lace love with their spirit. Of course, being an atheist, you would not understand, Lamar. Sarah, the little mountain girl. More than 2 weeks had passed since the beginning of the mission, and Ben's little gang had not checked the scene of the accident at the bridge yet. The 2 little girls are pleased to see the beautiful forest that lay east of the bridge. They beg Ben to let them spend some time in the forest. They plead with Ben to see if Kit can spend some time in the forest with them. Ben is between a rock and a hard place. It is a hard decision. The little girls had earned a week off, and maybe a week would not be that critical. Perhaps they had enough evidence already to convict Max B. Beckney. Ben calls Dave and explains it all to him, and Dave is quite excited about it. He thinks it will be great. Kid had been a very grown-up kid since he had spent the time with the 2 little girls earlier. Indeed, and mind, Kid had aged 2 years in the 2 weeks. Dave even offers to bring Kit over. They are on their own. They were drops off early that morning. All have cell phones and all are equipped with full gear for survival. Kit, Sarah, and Pepper Lace take the lead. Ben and Swan lag behind quite some distance sometimes. They do a lot of hugging. This is sort of a honeymoon before marriage for them. Sarah insists that Ben has research done. She wants to know who owns this forest. She had a hunch that secrets await them in this forest. Some days Ben and Swan stay at camp most of the day. The trio explores every nook and cranny of the forest. It is early morning. It is the 3rd day of their exploration. They find a little cabin in a little box canyon. It is well hid and it seems to be vacant. There are no sign of fresh tracks leading to it. It has heavy metal shutters that are closed. It has a big fireplace. The door has a hasp and padlock. It has a bolt lock and it has the usual exterior door hardware. As well, the owner had made certain that there be no intruders. Pepper Lace, would you and Kid help me? I should have a look inside. I should take some pictures. I think there are secrets in there that we need, but we should not involve Ben or Swan. We should not break in, Sarah. Oh no, Pepper Lace, we will not break in. Kid speaks with concern. Have a look inside without breaking in? Do you think you are small enough to slip under the door? Maybe you can turn yourself into liquid and run under the door. I must see this. And perhaps you possess some kind of magic? Or maybe you are an expert at picking locks. You know that picking the lock would be breaking in. No, we will not pick the lock either. Then how are you going to get the pictures? Let me down the chimney with the rope. The damper may be too small. If it is, I will cut one pivot bar with my little hacksaw. I have a rain suit that will help keep the soot out of my clothes. Let me down by my foot would be the best. I don't know about this, Sarah, it scares me. Let you down head first. We cannot do that. Then Kid turns to Pepper Lace with great concern. What do you think, Pepper Lace? I think Sarah is right, there are facts in the cabin that we need. Kid, Sarah is very clever, she will do nothing that she is not sure of. She is small, she can handle the task well. Kid, you do not know Sarah very well, not as I do. Kid speaks as though he agrees with something that he will regret later. Okay little girls, be it as you say, but it scares me, I just hope there are no regrets. They ascend to the rooftop by the way of an old oak tree. They tie the rope to just one of Sarah's ankles. She has full use of both legs and arms. If something happened to the rope, she could crawl down without the rope by spreading her arms and legs out against the flue liner. She would do fine, but she would stir up a lot of soot. Sarah finds that it is a large butterfly damper and there is no need to cut the pivot pin. She is able to slip through with just a little problem. Sarah finds many clues that prove that it is Max's cabin. Among the treasure of clues she finds a cute one. It is a cute little girl on rollerblades. She looks so real that it startles Sarah. In the back of one of the rollerblades, there is a place to screw in a broom handle, then there is a very long broom handle. Sarah takes many pictures, it is of the cabin and its holdings, then she crawls back through the damper and she is ready to be drawn to the top of the chimney. Sarah emerges with a pleased feeling. Kid speaks with a big grin on his face. Good morning, Santa, are you headed for the North Pole now? Both of the girls give Kid a big smile in return, then Sarah gives him an answer. No, it's not that far north, I would like to go to Colorado and be with my mother for a few days. With a big smile Kid speaks, you have a neat answer for everything, don't you, Sarah? They stand thinking of their return to the forest floor. It was by the way of the big tree, it was too far to jump. Sarah speaks softly, don't look behind you, someone is spying on us, they are on the top of that cliff behind you, just carry on as normal, let me go down first, you two just stand there and talk, I am going to go into the foliage, climb a little higher, and spy on them with my binoculars. It is not long and Sarah now has him in focus with her binoculars. It is a boy about your age, Kid, he is taking pictures, it is a very good camera, let us get ourselves to the ground, don't hurry, just be normal. They are safe on the ground again, and Sarah begins to whisper orders. Now, you two sort of relax on your blanket, do it right there in the clearing, it is where he can see you, do not look his way or use your binoculars, I will keep under cover and I will go up and check him out. Kid is disturbed, you should not go alone, Sarah. I will be okay. She is doing the right thing, Kid, Sarah will be okay and you have no need to be jealous of the kid, Sarah has enough love to go around, you will not be shorted of her love and care. Kid's face has turned crimson, Kid sits on the blanket that he shares with Pepper Lace, his head is down, Sarah feels very sorry for Kid, she goes to him, she gives him a hug and kisses him on the cheek. I will be fine, Kid, it hurts me when you are unhappy. I am sorry, Sarah, I need to start dealing with my problem. Pepper Lace, it would be good if you position yourself so the boy can see you without you looking toward him, I am sure he is enjoying you, the better you two keep him entertained the more successful this will be, it will take me some time to go around getting to the top, he may enjoy the two of you hugging and kissing each other once in a while too. That brought crimson to Pepper Lace's face, but she knew Sarah might be correct and it did feel good to love Kit and to have him love her. She knew Kit had fallen frantically for Sarah. Pepper Lace knew what she said was in poor taste, it was unkind, she should not have embarrassed Kit as she did. "I am sorry Kit, I should not have spoken as I did, it was unkind of me." "That's okay, you know my problem, I will get a grip on it someday. I love you very much Pepper Lace, but Sarah has a stranglehold on me, I don't know why she affects me as she does."